Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Catherine Vitug. I'm a detoxification specialist, and that's what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about what detoxification even is, because in my experience, nobody knows. And it's not good if you're a detoxification specialist and no one knows what detoxification is. It makes you very angry as you go throughout your day. So it's my mission to make it that everyone knows how to heal themselves. And you might think, that's not good for your business. I know, okay, but I don't care. I want you to be able to heal yourselves, because that's the answer, is you can heal yourself of really anything if you have the right conditions and the right mindset. So today we were talking about what detoxification is and what a detoxification specialist even does. So tune in, okay? I don't care if you came here because you saw my new foundation or my new lip gloss and you were like, oh, is she gonna do a makeup tutorial? No, okay? I'm gonna teach you the most important information you're ever gonna know, okay? I don't care if it's late at night and you're just scrolling and scrolling into the infinite abyss because you can't put yourself to sleep because you're having too much blue light and you're really off your circadian rhythm. I don't care, okay? You listen to this all the way to the end. You take notes, you sit down, you stay a while, okay? I'm gonna try and be quick, but yeah, let's get into it. So what is detoxification? Detoxification is, simply put, the way the body removes toxins, right? Kind of self-explanatory. But what I mean is your body has a natural way of eliminating what it doesn't need. And that includes two big factors. That includes your acidic wastes, which comes from your cells. So your cells every day produce acidic waste. It's just kind of a part of your metabolism. And so every day your body has to take out the trash. It makes sense, right? We eat, we perform our duties, and we excrete. We take out the trash. Now the other form of waste is like external toxins that we ingest, that we take in through our skin, through our mucous membranes, through what we're eating. We're exposed to perhaps the most we've ever been exposed to in human history. No big deal. So we need to find a way to eliminate that waste, and that is through detoxification. So what I want you to know is that this is a natural occurrence. Your body already has a detoxification system. It already has a way to filter out toxins, and really it shouldn't need your help. Your body will just do this because it loves you and it wants to survive. Your body's very intelligent. So you're asking, okay, Catherine, well, if my body already does this, why do I need to detoxify? Why do I need to do this intentionally and perhaps with a detoxification specialist? Well, let me answer that for you. The answer is because we don't live as we should. We don't live in our natural place in the grand scheme of things. We're not living as we would live if we were in nature entirely, 100%. We're living so far outside of the parameters of which we were designed for in today's society that we're getting sick because we're not getting the fresh air, the sunlight, the full spectrum on our naked body. We're not getting the foods that we were designed to eat, the pure water we were designed to drink. We're not living in villages that support our mental and emotional health through community, and support. We don't have our bare feet on the ground absorbing electromagnetic energy from the earth. There's so many reasons. We're not living as we were designed to. And on top of it, we're inside all day, we're vitamin D deficient, and then we have this huge onslaught of environmental toxins, genetically modified foods, pharmaceuticals. There's just more chemicals around us than there perhaps ever has been in human history. So there's a lot of factors that go into why we're sick, but it's okay because you can always find your way back. You can always find your way to health and healing. You just have to take it one step at a time and one day at a time. And I'll cut it to you very simple. Detoxification is the only way. There's ways to treat a problem and there's ways to fix a problem, completely cure it. And detoxification is the only cure. There's no way around it. So welcome to the most important video you'll ever listen to on that note. So to understand detoxification on a very simplistic basis, I want to talk about the fish tank analogy. So the fish tank analogy is, imagine that all of your cells are fish in a fish tank. And we're going down to the cellular level because this is one of the main reasons that detoxification specialists are different than perhaps the allopathic community, like your GP doctor, right? So doctors tend to, in Western medicine, they tend to chop the body up and compartmentalize it into all its specific forms and functions, right? So if you have a problem in this area, you're going to go to an ear, nose, and throat doctor. If you have an elbow problem, you're going to go to an elbow doctor, right? I'm being a little facetious, but to make a point, right? They break the body up and they treat every body part like it's totally different. And the way that we approach the body is, if you can take care of its smallest unit, you can take care of the greater unit at whole. So the smallest unit of the human body is the cell. You know, a liver cell is going to function the same way as a kidney cell, a somatic cell, you know, a nerve cell. They're all the same because they require the same things to thrive, and we can meet that. If we know what those are, we can meet their needs, and all of our cells can thrive. And then our cells can perform their different functions, and that contributes to systems that are working properly, and that contributes to greater health of the whole. So if we look at the fish tank analogy, all of our cells are the fish in the fish tank. Now, the fish are swimming in water, and that's because all of your cells are sitting in a bath of water, and that's called interstitial fluid. So you have your fish swimming around in interstitial fluid in the fish tank water, and your blood is going to be your form of nutrients, right? So you're going to go over, because you're good to your fish, and you're going to feed it every day. So you take out your little fish food, you put it on top of the water, the fish eat it, they perform their duties, which is basically just swimming around and enjoying life. And then what do? They're going to poop. They're going to excrete their wastes. They've metabolized that food, and now they have wastes. And everyone knows that waste is not good for you. You know, no one is going to want to sit there and drink in the water that is now full of waste. So in order to have happy, healthy fish, we need a fish tank filtration system. This is really, really important because it's arguably just as important as feeding your fish as it is taking out the waste from the fish tank water, right? So we have a filtration system. Now, we have that in our body, and it's called the lymphatic system. And basically, it's the same as the fish tank. It's just going to filter that water that our cells are bathing in to remove excess wastes and acidic toxins. So the issue here, and why we need to detoxify intentionally, is because if you were eating, you know, fish food, if your little cells are getting the exact food they need, you're not going to have a problem. You know, fish food is meant for fish. They're going to digest it properly. They're going to excrete wastes that are appropriate to their bodies, and then their filtration system is going to remove it. The problem now is if I go over to that fish tank and I dump in glue, like, for example, rice or grains, if I dump in a cheeseburger, right, something that a fish was not designed to eat, you know, if I put a bunch of styrofoam in the water, that is not going to work. It's not, the fish aren't they're either not going to eat it or they're going to have a hard time eating it, and it's going to clog up the filtration system, right? So now we have a filtration system that is backing up more and more every day. And the more that you don't feed the fish the proper food, the more that your filtration system is going to get backed up. Then you have fish that are sitting in acidic water because it's just getting full and full of their excrement, and they're not going to be healthy, right? They're going to have problems, they're going to get sick, and they're eventually going to die. So not to be the bearer of bad news, but that's kind of happening in your body. Your body has a full lymphatic system that mirrors the blood circulatory system. So your body is billions of little fish swimming in their water, and your filtration system is getting backed up the more that you put food in that is not properly food. Your immune system is very intelligent, and it can take out the trash. However, if your cells produce so much toxic, acidic waste every day, it's like telling yourself, okay, sit down and eat 5 pancakes every day. Okay, I can do that. I can sit down and I can eat 5 pancakes every day. But now if I say, okay, not only do you have to take out this much trash, but you now have to take out all of the acidic stuff that you're eating that you shouldn't be eating. And oh, you were exposed to all of these environmental toxins today, and oh, look, GMO foods that are, really inflammatory. And, you're taking in way too much. So now instead of your immune system having to take care of, 5 tasks a day or sitting down and eating 5 pancakes, now it's getting maxed out where it can't eat 10 pancakes. And now all of a sudden, those pancakes that you didn't eat go over to the next day. And now you have to eat 20 pancakes. And now you have to eat 30 pancakes. And no one can do it, right? No immune system can take care of that much work. It's a lot of work. And so our bodies get bogged down. And this is why we have immune systems and autoimmune issues that are immune systems that aren't working properly, and they're firing off in every direction. This is why we get allergies and like I said, autoimmune disorders, because our immune systems are just completely overworked, and they just can't keep up with the workload. So they are failing us. And this is why we get sick, and this is why we have mucus accumulation throughout the entire body that we have to purge through colds and flus every year. If you're getting sick every year, it means you have backed up lymph that is trying to find its way out. On a raw foods diet that is species specific to you, you will not get sick. You just won't. It's really cool because you don't have so much backed up lymph waiting for its day to get out. So basically, detoxification is stopping the intake of acidic wastes and then aiding the body in the removal of backed up acidic wastes, right? Backed up trash that it has wanted to take out but wasn't able to. So what does a detoxification specialist do? This is really interesting because, like I've reiterated in this video, you don't even need me to detoxify your body. If given the proper conditions, will do it itself. However, the issue is we don't really know how to do that. So a detoxification specialist will first of all help you eliminate the onslaught of acidity coming in. So we will fix your diet, right? And we will kind of gear you towards natural products and ways to reduce your environmental toxic load. So once we eliminate how much acidity and how much waste that we're bringing in, now we can help the body to dig deep and remove the trash that is stagnant in our lymphatic system. So there are 3 ways that we're going to do this. We're going to do this through fruit, fasting, and herbs. Fruit is the most powerful food on the planet. It is so chock full of electromagnetic energy that your body thrives on. It's full of hydration. It's got the chemistry to blast through that mucus. And it's a really, really powerful healer. Herbs are the second vehicle for detoxification that we're going to use because they are the original and only medicine. Herbs work because they're kind of like shortcuts. It's kind of like acupuncture or acupressure. They target specific tissues and glands, and you can really, there's a way that detoxification specialists can see where your weaknesses are, and then we can use herbs to go through and target those specific weaknesses, and it's really cool to see. So they're very, very healing when done the right way, of course. And then fasting is the third way that we promote detoxification, and it is the most powerful. Now, that being said, you have to be educated on fasting because you can really hurt yourself if you don't know what you're doing. There's many different forms of fasting. There's, mono-mealing, which is where you just choose one fruit and you just eat that one fruit for a period of time. There's juicing. There's water fasting, and of course, then there's dry fasting. So fasting is the most powerful healer we have. It's why every animal, when they get sick, it's like when you get the flu, you don't have an appetite because your body is trying to conserve energy. It takes energy to break food down. So every animal does it. It's in every culture and every religion. Fasting has always been known to produce not only physical, but emotional and spiritual results because it's the most powerful detoxifier we have. But like I said, we know that people are in such a bad state these days that it can be dangerous. It can be dangerous to jump before you're ready into that. So we want to slowly detoxify appropriately for our bodies. You can go too fast and it can be really uncomfortable. So this is where you get into the as Dr. Morse likes to say, who's my mentor, the art and science of detoxification. Detoxification specialists will know when to push you forward and when to pull you back. And to push forward, we're going to use the same things I just listed. We're going to use fruit, fasting, and herbs, and maybe do a little bit of a different protocol. Because you'll see in your detoxification journey that you'll have a major detox and then you'll kind of plateau and you need to step it up a bit. And then you need to do another protocol and you'll dive digger. You'll just keep digging into the body. And so yeah, you'll dig deep, have some, some purging, and then you'll plateau. Dig deep, have some purging, and then plateau. To pull back, we're going to just do the opposite of what we do to push forward. So we're going to introduce cooked food in a responsible way. So like some steamed vegetables, for example, will halt a detox enough where your body can kind of catch its breath and it doesn't have to be so uncomfortable for you. And then we'll push forward again when you're ready. So this is where a detoxification specialist can really help, because they're there for you. They're there to explain what's going on in your body. They're kind of there to know when you should push forward, when you should pull back. And they're also there to tell you where your genetic weaknesses are, because everyone has the genetics for health. I could advise everyone the same, and everyone would be better for it. However, we all have a differing way that we deal with unhealth. So this is where detoxification specialists can look at the eyes, can look, there's a simple questionnaire I can ask, and from that I can tell what glands are down, what tissues are weak, and then I can go, okay, well, we really need to focus on the kidneys first, then we need to focus on your pituitary, then we need to focus on, this or that. So this is where a detoxification specialist can help you get to where you want to be quicker and perhaps easier and more enjoyable. So that's where we come into play. Comment below if you have any questions. Of course, I will always answer them 100%. I want you guys to understand this so that you feel really confident. Like Dr. Morse always says, that this should be taught, like simple, just basic level detoxification should be taught in health class. Like when you learn about your body, this is so easy to understand. And when you understand it, you can move through it yourself and you don't even need any help. But if you would like help, go to katherinevtug.com/booking, and I'm here for you. So I got you, okay? We're going to do this together. We're going to get well. We're going to get healthy, okay? And we're going to have fun doing it. So I hate goodbyes. Goodbye.